Am I audible? Students? Yeah, students. Yeah, today, last day also, I came late, 15 minutes. Don't mind. Don't mind, students, because of heavy traffic in Hyderabad. So I was unable to reach the time what I said to you. Don't mind for that. So regretting for your inconvenience, because last day I came late now. That's why I'm feeling little. Okay, students. So we'll continue the last session now. We'll continue it, and it will take. So it will take two examples. Actually, this networking is no use at all, but I'm giving to you because I decided to teach. That's why I'm going to tell you this part. Okay, students. So as I told you, the networking part, and I told some small information. What is the purpose of networking in Python? I explained in the last session, right? Importance of networking, purpose of networking. I almost explained this part. Okay, students, fine, right? So socket, actually, this programming is helping you in doing the Django. Yes, students. Yeah. So here, and of course, the same programming will, there is a separate library will be there because you will come across these meanings, all those things. And it won't take much time to write the coding also, very less time it will be taking. Like our normal time only, it will be done because we will go for it. Yes, ma, Abhi. Yeah, networking concept. Yeah, it will be useful. And I told in the last class, steps for development of these things. Those who are absent yesterday, today, they might not understand this session because it's difficult for them to understand this session today. So yesterday only I told them 6:30. 6:30 I told those who joined only today, don't feel that sir came very late. Yesterday only I told the students who attended yesterday 6:30 because of this journey and all those things. So, okay, these are the steps I discussed in the last session, Sunday session, and the module required in the session I just said, these are the functions. Okay, students, now I would like to go for the program. Okay, all these functions explained. Client side functions are what? Server side functions are what? Last session we did. Okay, open your notebook, write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will implement the following. Which will implement the following. Which will implement the following. Write a Python program which will implement the following. Write down 2 bits I will give you. A. Server side program I am giving. Write a server side program. Write a server side program. Write a server side program in such a way that write a server side program in such a way that it should accept a value from client side program. It should accept a value from client side program. It should accept a value from client side program, comma, square it, square it, square it, square it, square it, and gives the result to the client side program, and gives response, gives result to the client side program. Give response to the client side program. give response to the client side program. Give response to the client side program. Did you understand this question? Which program I have to write it? Which program it is? Server side program. This is called server side program. Okay, students. Right. B point you write it. B point. B point you write B point. Write a client side program. 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 Write a client side program in such a way that write a client side program in such a way that it should send a numerical value. 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 It should send a numerical value and obtains its square. And obtains its square. And obtains its square. And obtains its square from the server side program. 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 Very good. Dear students, two programs are there. Let's write. Ready to write. Ready to write the program now. Let's start. So it won't take much time to take this example. Very easy. You will understand. So first I will write what program? Square server square. I will write it. Server square dot py. Server square means it will do square of that number and it will give you the result. Server square dot py. Okay. Server square dot py. I am taking that number. What is this program will do? What is this program will do? Guys, you remember. If you want, I will write on the title of the program. This program accepts a numerical value from client side program, square it and gives response to client side program. 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 Yes. Response to what? Client side program. So this is my program here. And I am writing square server square dot py. This is called my file name. Server square dot py. Server square dot py. This is my program name. This program accepts a numerical value from client side program, square it and gives response to client side program. Response back to what? Client side program. Server square dot py. Server square dot py. Yes, students. Come on. What is our steps? You see steps as it is. I will write it. Import socket module. Import socket module as it is. I will write it. Okay, students. Import socket. Excellent. Next, what should I do? What should I do? I said steps are there. Client side, server side program. You see these steps I need to see first. Import socket module. Every server side program must resides or bind one machine by qualifying the DNS and IP. How can I make my server-side program to bind at certain port number at certain local host? For that, you must create an object of socket. S is equal to socket dot socket, socket dot socket, socket dot socket, socket dot socket. S is equal to socket of socket. What I am going to do? S is equal to socket dot socket. What I do next? S dot bind. S dot bind. Bind. Socket object is created, and that object should bind with what? You should pass in such a way that I should pass it. See, actually it is taking two things. The two things you must pass in the form of a tuple. Dear students, must pass in the form of a tuple. What is that? Local host. That is nothing but your DNS, comma 8888. This is a number. You pass whatever number you like it. Yesterday's class only we discussed socket is a bidirectional communication between two ends. So I will create it server side, I will create it client side also. Why I am creating it server side? To make my server side program to bind with this machine, localhost and 888. This is my own port number. This you take your own number. You take your simple word, your lucky number. I am taking certain number like this. Any numerical number you take it, which I am taking, it is recommending to you more than 100. After 100 you take it, because below 100 some numbers are there which are reserved for the universal protocols. You take a number in such a way that it is universal. Yes, students, localhost written in the form of a tuple. You need to pass it, tuple. So because of that, I can say one thing. I can say one thing. My server-side program is ready. My server-side program is ready to receive the client request. Okay. After that, we need to understand there. We need to understand there. Third step. First step is clear, ma? Is this statement is clear for all of you students? Is this two objects and all those things, ma? Very good. Good. Next, I will go for, I need to make my server-side program to configure the server-side program in such a way that to how many clients it provides a response. To how many clients it provides a response. This is one of the limitation. This is one of the limitation. Limitation of network programming of Python is it provides communication to one or two or three specified number of clients only it will take. Yes, a dot. What is the function name yesterday? Listen. What is the function name? Listen. I said two. What is the meaning of two? Two client machines only can communicate with the server-side program, or the server-side program provides the communication to only two clients. It cannot provide more than two clients. It cannot provide the communication to more than two clients. Only two clients. Did you understand, students? But when you go to the normal websites, it will provide a limitation. It will provide to hundreds and millions of clients. Dear students, yesterday's class I said module, and there I said to you listen. Socket object dot listen, number of clients and all those things. Okay, right. Then because of this, I just said this one. Because of this, what is happening? I can simply say one word. What is that? Simple. For decoration purpose, I am going to write this statement. Other than that, not necessary to write it. 50. I am writing print. I am writing. What is that? Server side program. So I am writing server side program. Server side program is ready. Server side program is ready to accept. Ready to accept. Any client request. Ready to accept any client request. Server side program is ready to accept any client request. Perfect. Server side program is ready to accept any client request. Okay. So let us go for this now. I say this part I am taking, here written. Listen of two. S dot listen of two. server side program is ready to accept any client request. Print of 250 return. Now after that, once it is ready to listen, what I will do? Suppose you see, I will write lot of code, I will write lot of code. Let me save this code. Yeah, 1 minute, all of you look at. I will go to this place. I will save my program. Yes, it is saved. Here I am opening two DOS prompts, two DOS prompts. Actually, to run this program, I told one physical environment to you. Diagram I send you. Did you observe it? Did you observe the diagram, students? Client machine, server machine. How many machines are required actually? Strictly speaking, how many machines are required? Two machines are required. But here, two DOS prompts, I will open it. See, G colon, KVR Python, 6 p.m. Networking, I will say. This is called one prompt. I will utilize for server. I will take one more client, one more type of program, one more type of client. This is another DOS prompt. Another DOS prompt means indirectly in the same machine, two environments are available. G colon, CD, KVR Python, 6 p.m. Okay. So this is called what? Networking. So two environments I am just placing it. Two environments. One is this. One is the above one is for one environment, and below one is for other kind of environment. Above one is called what? Server prompt, and below one is called client. So I'm just reserving it. The above one is called for server, students. This is for client. This is for client. This is for client side programming purpose. I will use it. Okay, students. Let us start here. I'm going to say py. My program name is server square.py. Yes. See, it is just giving a message. Server side program is ready to accept any client request. But it is server side program ready to accept client request means it has to wait for how many hours? 24/7. It has to wait or not? What, students? It has to wait for 24 hours. 24/7 it has to wait. Can you make your program to wait for 24 hours? Can you make it? Do you know the logic? Jafar, you know, you know. If I say no, you will say yes, sir. You will say. You will just jump like anything. You already know. Yeah, Piyush, tell me. How do you know? How do you do? Come on. No, Tausif. No, time module means time will be over at one moment of time now. You know, of course, you are not getting strike off in your mind. While true, I will say. While true. See how simple it is. Am I correct, Jafar? You got it, all of you? Have you done this type of example so many times in our class or not? Oh, yes, Saifuddin. Yes. Come on. Now you execute it. Now you see. Now see, happy. Now it is waiting. Cursor is waiting there only. Now it is entering into infinite while loop. Inside the infinite while loop, I will write my logic. Cursor is waiting. If you don't shut down your system, it is going on waiting 24/7. Tomorrow up to this time also it will go on waiting. Am I correct? So with programming you can do anything, With programming you can do anything. Go to this program. What should I do? Client made a request. Where it will come? Client made a request to this, and straight forward it will come to while loop. Inside of while loop, what should I do? You can, if you want, you can do. Yes, more than 24 hours also it can wait, Piyush. Yeah. Next, what should I do? Inside of while, when the client makes a request will come to where? To while loop straight forward. In the while loop, what should I do? See, steps. Don't do anything, only steps. Server side program must accept the client side program request. What is the function name? Accept. Beautiful. Yes, dot. accept. Yesterday's class I told you it returns how many values? Two values it returns. Two values it returns. I will show you that example also. See, connection and then what? Address. Connection and address. Beautiful. I will write it here. CONN comma ADDR. CONN comma ADDR. Yes dot accept. CONN comma ADDR. Yes dot accept. Yes dot accept. CONN comma ADDR is equal to yes dot accept. Yes dot accept. Right. Beautiful. CONN comma ADDR is equal to yes dot accept. So what is this CONN? It got connected with the server client side machine, and this contains address of that client side machine. So once you say accepted, indirectly you got connection. You got connection with the client side. Yes, ma, I will show you. Wait, Omkar, you need to go for execution part. Execution part only you can understand that. Okay, right. Let us look at that. Once you get the connection in that, what should I do? If you want, you can print the type of that variables also, no issue at all. You want to see that? You can see. You can see that part, not an issue. See, print of type of CONN, type of CONN, comma, is equal to, you can say, type of what? CONN, type of ADDR, type of ADDR, and value also I will print it, and value also I will print it, and value is equal to, like that I wrote it, type of CONN, comma, CONN I will write it, CONN1 connection, and comma what? CONN I am writing. Next here I will write ADDR, comma what? ADDR. Let me write it. Let us close this part. PY, say this one. What is happening? It is not going to show anything. Why? Why it is not going to show? Omkar, why it is not coming? Because client did not make a request now. Did you understand? Client did not make a request now. Are you following? Yes. Taushif, it is called what, ma'am? More than two values are returning. More than two values are returning. 14th line, okay. Okay. Here, okay, done. Yeah. No problem. We will show you this part for you. Okay. Wait. Okay. Now, this information I will show you. Yes, ma, done. This information is done. Yes, students. I am printing its a type and then value. Okay. Once it is done, what should I do now? What should I do now? I should read the data or not? See, steps. The server side program accepted. The server side program must read client side program request, process, and gives response back to the client. Response back to the client. Okay. Format. Okay, I forget that. Format. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah. Here also I need to use format. Yeah, forget it. I forget it. Format of. Good. Omkar, thank you, ma'am. So type of connection we got it. Type of connection we are getting. Format function. Once I use curly braces, definitely I need to use format. Type of address and value. And value is equal to. Value is equal to. I got it. Type of address as well as that. Both of them got it. Okay now? Is it okay for all of you? Yes, now it is okay. Ram, good. Okay. Mehraj. Right, ma'am. Milan. Thank you. Right, dot. Yeah. So little bit hurry. I just written comma. Yeah, written. Is all these things okay? Okay, good. So you are finding all the errors. Okay. No error. No. So what should I do now? Receive the data. Which function I need to receive the data? We discussed this. RECV 1024 of what? RECV coming in what format? Encrypted format. What should I do? Encode or decode? Encode or decode? See, RECV function you see. This function is used for reading the data without decoding. Client side, server side, how do you write it? How do you write it client side? Client side data, how do you get it? At the server side, you must write conn.recv of 24 decode, because it is coming from client side to server side. Connection.recv decode, I need to write it. This will return which data? Client data will come. Client data will come. C data, C data. C data stands for client data. Just take any variable. RECV dot decode. Yes. RECV dot decode I'm writing. So I'm getting the data of C data. C data is what type? Can anybody can say? Last class I said string data. This is called string data. Wrong. Changed. C data is what type? str data. What should I do then? Convert into which type? Float type. Float value is equal to float of which data? C data. Once you decode, I will receive the data in the form of str type. Even when we read with the input function and all those things, I am getting the data in the form of which type? str type I am getting. str type I am getting. C data. conn.recv 1024 of decode. 1024 of decode. Float of C data is equal to float value. Are you able to understand me? Are you able to understand me? Right. Yes. Need not to. Yes. So value is equal to float of C data. Float of C data. So going for what? Well, what is our logic? This is called what? Reading the data. Reading the client data. This is nothing but reading the client data. Client data at where? Server side. Now process it. Result is equal to val star 2 value square. This is called what? Process the client data. What you should do now? Give the response back or not? Shall I give the response back? How do you give the response back? Conn dot send of what? That result I have to send in the form of which type? str type. Because I am getting the data in str type, I should say str of res. Always fixed sentences, my dear students. str of res dot encode. Encode is a function which is converting your string data into bytes type. Did you understand? Result I am converting, irrespective of any type, convert into str of what? Encode. For security purpose. Yes, Taushif, exactly. If you want, you can print here. Yes, what are you printing? Value of client at a server. At a server side program is equal to dot format of what I'm saying? Val. So if you want, you can write one simple thing, print off like this. Yes, it is written. Value of client at server side program is equal to like this, format of value. So I'm getting like this. Are you understanding this mechanism? Finished. This is the program at which side? How many steps? Socket. Step number 1. Step number 2, binding. Step number 3, what? Accepting connection. Reading the client data. Process reading the client data. processing the client data, and sending the response back. There is no exception, ma Omkar. There is no exception. There is no exception here. Are you able to understand me? Let us save this code. Now full-fledged program I will execute my program. I will execute my program. Let us close this once. I will go to my client side, server side program once again. Z colon KVR Python. See, my dear students, carefully understand Python. What is this now? 6 p.m. Okay, CD networking. CD networking. I said yes. PY. See that server side program now. Server square dot py. See that answer now. We are getting ready. It is ready. So let it be ready. Make it ready. I will write one more program. This is called program A. Am I correct? Program A. Am I correct, students? All of you? Yes. Now I will write which program? Which program I will write it? Client side program I will write it, students. Client side program I will write it. Actually, it is so simple. So I will write what I'm writing. Client square. Client square dot what? Py. Client square dot py. This program send a numerical value. Send a numerical value. Right? To server side program. And obtains its square. Obtains its square. Beautiful. Okay, client square. What is the first step? Yes, Kotesh. Exactly. Client side you go. Import socket module. Okay, sir. Import socket. Beautiful. Next, what is the second one? Client side program must get a connection from server side program by passing DNS and IP address and port number. Yes, create it. Create the socket program now. Create the socket now. How do you pass the socket? How do you create the socket? S is equal to socket off. S dot connect is a function. Already yesterday's class I told you. Connect function. Please see. This function is used at client side program for obtaining the connection from server side program. Let's write connect off. What is this now? Localhost, comma, what I can write it? 8888 I will write it. 888 I will write it. What is happening there? Print off. What should I do there? Client side program. Client side program. I'm writing there. Client side program. Quickly. Got connection from where? Connection from server side program. Got connection from which program? Server side program. Client side program got connection from server side program. Easy? Beautiful. Next, what should I do? Connection is getting. What should I do? See the steps there. Server side program got a connection. Client side program must make a request to send the data to the server side program by what? Encoding. So first I will read the data. Come on, I will say, I will take it. N is equal to float of, what I'm saying, input of, enter \n, enter a number. Okay, I'm passing that number. I got the number for getting its square. Pass that number. Which type? Actually, you need not to send in the form of float. You send in the form of what? Better to send in the form of str. Why? Why? Because there are, in the server side, you converted or not? You are converting or not? Yes. No need to worry about it. No need to worry about it. Yes, send it. Send students. Next, send. What should I do now? This value you need to send it. How do you send it? Yes dot send off. Yes dot send off. N dot n dot n code. N code sending. What is this n? N is called what? Seema. Send value you pass it. Value you pass it. Value you pass it. This is called what data? Client data. If you want, you can write completely. Client data. You say client data dot encode. Client data dot encode. This entire thing is within the function name. Within the function name, you are encoding. Okay. Once you send the data to this from client side, it will go to server side program, accepting it, getting the data, and then receiving the data, converted into float type, and then what? Printing that value here, and then processing that and sending the data back to you. Once you send the back to you, what should I do? I need to receive or not? Is it necessary to receive or not? Yes. Print off. I say some lines here, some 50. I said some 50. Okay, I got 50. You see that? Yes, I'm writing here. Yes, I'm writing here. Yes, I got it. Client data, receive it. How do you get it? Server data, yes data. I will say yes data is equal to, tell me, yes dot recv of 1024 dot what? Decode. Basically, this data is coming in the form of what? Encrypted format. You decode it, yes data is coming. Result from server. You print it, server data. If you want, you can write it, server data. You print it, print of, what is it? Result, data from server side program. Data from server side program is equal to dot format of server data. Data from server side program is equal to server data. Is it understandable, students? Yes dot recv of 1024 decode. So, right. Are you able to understand, students? Yes. Perfect. Finished. So where it is going? Sending the data. It went there and server side processing and receiving the data. Now, let us save this code. Yes, sir, done. Now process it. Let's go back. This is my server side program ready. Client side program also I will make it ready. Say py client side program. Make it very careful. Keep 2 eyes. One eye is on the top of this. One eye is on the top of it. One more eye is below. This is 2 eyes. This is you. This is you. You have to seal something like that. One eye above, one eye below. Client square. Now see that what is happening, students. What is this mark? Connect exactly takes 2 arguments. What is given? Okay. Connect function is taking tuple format, my dear students. Tuple format it is taking. Yes. See, students, all of you understand it is in which format, ma? Tuple format. Did you understand? Yeah. Execute now. Execute. Let us server be ready. Yes, please. See what I got it. See, my dear students. Type of connection is called what? Type of connection is a socket. This is the result coming from server side, ma. Whenever I make a request, See, type of connection is socket. That is nothing but socket of which side, client side socket is coming. Value is equal to socket dot socket, FD, family, address family. So much of thing is coming. Address is equal to, from where? 127.0.0.1. Address is equal to, in the same mission only you are getting. What is the type of address? Class tuple. Tuple type it is. And whose address is coming? Whose connection is established with the previous socket. Students, are you okay? This information is not necessary for you. Only I printed. Omkar, did you asked me practically? That's why I shown you. See client side program, please. All of you see, this is the value at where. Now enter a number. Enter a number. I am entering the number. What is my number? I am entering something like 4. Which side I am entering? Okay, Tawshif 9. Okay, 9. Please see on the top of that, where is my cursor is there? And on the top of it, you please keep a concentration, and here you will get the value 9. Here you will get the value 9. Here you will get the value 81. This 9 will there, process 9 into 9, 81 will come here. 81 will come here. Now I am pressing enter key. See students, value of client at server side program 9.0, value of data from client server side program is 81. Understand? Once again I will execute. Once again I will execute, my dear students. See that what is happening. Whenever you get the connection, it is showing that information of the connection. Okay, students. Now enter the number 19. See that 19. What is happening? 19 is coming. 19 got it. And then 361 I got it here. Is it understood? Yes, ma, Jafar. Yeah, that only I executed. 19, 361. Once again, look at. Yes, I got it. See, the moment I got a connection, I got this information of the client. Now I'll enter the value called what? 25. 25, you see 25, you got it, and 625, you got it here. Is it understandable, students? Beautiful. Okay. Now, I hope that you understand this now. Value error will be there at server side. Value error will be there at server side. If at all value error is coming, at which side that value error will come? In this place only value error will come. In this place only not client side. Why? Because client side we are just sending the data. Client side we are just sending the data. Are you able to follow? In the str format only I am sending the data. Are you okay? Did you understand? If at all you want to write it, here you can write it. What is that? Try. What is the exception you are getting? During the conversion process, you will get it. What is that now? Except. What is that error? Value error. Value error. What should I do there? What should I do there? If at all exception is coming, happily I can do it what? Happily I can do it what? I can send a message. I can send a message. What is the message I can write it? What is the message I can write it, my dear student? If at all I get it, I say happily. CONN dot, CONN dot, send off, send a message, you send it. What? Don't enter, don't enter. What? STRs, don't enter STRs, alphas, alpha, numeric, and symbols. Beautiful. Dot, what is this? Dot encode, beautiful. Yes, beautiful. Yes, let us save this code. You please execute once again. Server side, you please come out of it, students. Please come out of the server side once. Let's go to the command prompt again, because I changed my code. Yes, so G colon, say KVR here, Python 6 p.m. Say here networking. Yes, so please look at beautiful. py server square dot py. Say that ready. Client side program also ready. Say py, what is it? Yeah, see students, it is getting the information. Now you say 5. I got 5 here. 5 here. Be careful, my dear students. Now I will enter wrong information. Now wrong information I will enter. Wrong information means what? So 25 kVr I will enter. See that information. What is coming? See data from server side. Don't enter. See that message, all of you. Don't enter. STR alphanumeric symbols. Beautiful. Omkar. Okay. Okay. Good. Excellent program you are saying. Nice. Exceptions also through networking. See what I wrote it. What a beautiful logic this is. Connection dot send. Don't enter STRs alphanumeric symbols. Super. Students, are you okay? Are you understanding? Very good. Nice. Okay, students. Is it understandable, ma? Good. Okay. Now, I want to go for something like this. What we are going to enter into this. This is the information how we are sending it. This is the information what you are sending it. Now, dear students, I want to connect to the database. Can I say one more next example with the connection last program I will tell you. Can I connect to the database? Yes. Write down. Next program. Write a Python program. Write a Python server side program. Actually, this networking we don't use, we don't use in industry. Actually, we don't use it in industry, strictly speaking. But this type of communication between multiple things will give you some programmatic logic. Write a Python server side program which will accept employee number, which will accept employee number, write a Python program which will accept employee number from client side, and server program and server program gives employee name and salary, employee name and salary, from Oracle data by retrieve by employee name and salary by connecting to employee by connecting to employee table of Oracle database, by connecting to employee table of Oracle database. Yes, students, shall we do it? Shall we do this logic now? Yes, sir. Okay. This information, I will get it. This is called program A. This is called program B. We already done. This is called program B. Already we did this logic. Next, I want to go for server side server. This is what server square dot py. Just I am writing something like this. Okay. See this. I'm going to write it up to here. It is going to be same. Now I will take this code as it is, students. I will remove most of the code. I will keep it. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. I'll take it. What are the information? I will take it. This program, of course, you already written the question. That is called server EMP. Server EMP. Socket is same. Oh, localhost. Localhost, you take your own number. I will take 8558. Okay, server side program ready to accept the client request. Connection got it. Yes, I will remove this logic. Not necessary. Not necessary. Okay, now I will receive the data from the client side. Accepting is okay. Data. This is called what? My ENO, employee number. Moreover, you please connect to go to the database once, my dear students. Go to the database once, my dear students. Scott, tiger, say select star from tab. From tab. What are the tables available? You see. Okay, our employee table is there, which we did in the class. Okay, students. Select star from employee. Select star from employee. This is my employee data. They will enter employee number. I want to retrieve employee name, salary, designation. I want to get it. So what we do, these students, let's go to this program. Yes, client data, employee number is coming. What should I do? I should write the database code. I need not to write this code at all. I need not to write it. Yes, please. Now write it. This is employee number. I got it. Is it necessary to write the database code or not? Try block I wrote already. Let it be, because during the conversion I will use int type here. Int type. Any such things are there as it is. Right. Now I will go for module. Which module I will take it, ma? CX_Oracle. Import. Okay. Connect to the database. I will write a PDBC code. I am writing. What is that? CX_Oracle dot connect. Connect. I will write it. What is that? Scott / tiger @ localhost /ORCL. Yes, CX_Oracle dot connect Scott / tiger @ localhost ORCL. What is the next? Connection is returning or not? CON is returning. CON dot. What is that? I forget. Cursor is equal to cursor object you create. Cursor object. CUR is equal to. Okay, students. Cursor is equal to CON dot cursor. CUR dot execute. Yes, students. Tell me. Select star from. Select e name. Yes, please look at e name sal DSG. E name comma sal comma DSG from employee table where ENO is equal to ENO column name is same as percentage D as percent of ENO. This ENO or EMPNO, whatever you like it. It is after all one type of variable name. EMPNO. This EMPNO I need to pass it. Happy. EMPNO. I got it. Where is my data present? CUR. What I will apply? Fetch one, fetch many. Like that I need to apply or not? Fetch one, fetch many I need to apply. Are you understanding, students? Yes. Come on. What is that next? CUR dot fetch one. FETCH. Fetch one. I got it. CUR dot FETCH. Fetch one. Returns what? An object. What is this now? EMP record. EMP record is what type? Can anybody tell? EMP REC is what type? Which type? Which type? Ram. EMP fetch 1 returns what? Forget already. Quotation. Good. It is a tuple type. It is a tuple type. Go to 6 p.m. Python Oracle. There it is called what? Executing the queries, executing retrieval statements. Open it. Yes, see here I wrote it. Yes, fetch 1, fetch many. Fetch 1 gives one record at a time in the form of a tuple. In the form of a tuple. Right or not? In the form of tuple. Yes, a tuple. Yes, students. That tuple value, I want to send it. How do you send it? Send str of what? EMP REC. EMP REC. EMP REC. EMP REC. Students, are you okay? EMP REC. Okay. Come on, start. EMP REC dot encode. And I will write one more kind of except block. What is that except block? Except, what is this? CX underscore Oracle dot, what is this? Database error. Database error. As a DB printer. Print. I will write like this. I say here problem in database. Problem in database. Comma DB. Right? Is it understandable, students? Database error. Right? Instead of printing, I can say like this. What is it? conn dot send off what I'm doing plus str of db dot what? str of db dot what? Encode of. Is it understandable? String plus string dot encode. Is it okay? String plus string. Excellent. Good. My dear students, understand now. Got it. Sending this information. Fine, students. Now I'm going to give you, next I'm going to give you here employee record. Here I am getting if no record is present, what is an EMP rec? What is an EMP rec is containing? If no record is there, what is an EMP rec? Come on. If EMP rec is what? Anybody remember me? Anybody remember that logic? Excellent. Omkar, good. So I will write it. If EMP REC not equal to none, you send that. You send it. Else, what I will send it? conn dot send off. What a beautiful logic this is. Send off. Record employee number. Record does not exist. Does not exist. Dot what? Encode. Yes, beautiful. Did you understand? Yes. Excellent. If you still want, na, I can do like this. Employee record is coming in the form of what? Tuple format it is coming. Tuple format. Am I correct? What I do is, I will give an exact record format. If you want, I can write it, students. REC of 0 plus str of EMP REC of 1 plus this is called one employee. str of EMP REC of 2. What do you say? Are you okay? Are you okay, students? Plus, students, are you okay? This is one thing. This is one thing. Okay. This is another thing. EMP REC STR of this one plus STR of EMP REC of. Beautiful. I will give some space also if you want some space between each thing. I want some space. Yes, some space plus. Excellent. Please check the brackets once. Please check the brackets. All the students, are you okay? Are you comfortable with this? Rather than sending just a raw format of tuple, I'm just splitting it. I'm just splitting it. Is it okay? Everything clear for all of you students? Yes, bracket check it. Bracket you check it. Everything is done. Sending it off. Dot encode. Everything is dot encode. Okay, everything. If it is not none, I'll send the data. If it is else, no record exists. Yes, also. If it is value error, I'm sending. If it is database error, I'm sending. Okay, done. Save it. Save it. Now I'm saving it. Go to the location. I'm saving that as what? You say 6 p.m. 6 p.m. and say networking. Where it is networking, save it. It is server EMP. Now server client I will write it. Server client I will write it. Right. Let's take this code. I will just change this logic. Right. Yes, ma. Once again I will check it out. Not a problem. Okay, students. Yeah. So this program, program name I will remove. Not a problem. Client EMP. Client EMP. Okay. Right. Now what is the number here? 8558. Client program got a connection. Okay. Enter. What is this? Employee number. Employee number. Yes. Say client data. Client data input. Send in the form of this. Server data. Server data. Data from server side program is equal to the 10th number is printing. Okay. This you save it. Client side program is so simple, students. Right. Done. Only employee number I got it. Okay. Somewhere else, line number 2. What happens, ma? Sudhakar, second line, comma missing in between modules. Okay. Good, Sudhakar. Thank you, ma. Thank you. Right. Fine. So, client side is there, server side is there, ready. Ready to do this example now. Let's, yes, once you just close that, and say this point here, z colon, say caviar, Python, say 6 p.m., say networking here. Yes, now say ready. My client side program prompt also ready. My client side prompt also ready. Right. Database is ready. Py server EMP. What is my programs? Please open it. Server EMP dot py. Server EMP dot py. Server EMP dot py. See, my dear students, server is ready to, server side program is ready to accept any number. Go to the client side program. Go to the client side program. Say, pause it. Py. What is this now? Client EMP dot py. Client EMP dot py. Go to the database once. Where is my database? Yes, database. I will retrieve the data. Come on, enter client data. So client data, server side program ready. Client data, please. Yes. Client data, please. Enter. See that client side program got a connection. Yes, my server side program ready. Yes, this is see with the both eyes. Enter the number. I say 80. I say 80. Okay, 1 minute. Say 80. Say what is the data? We got it. What is the data we got it, ma? Send str of emp something space. What is happening? Only can concatenate str, not bytes. Okay. Okay, what is happening there? Str of this one can only concatenate str to str. Okay, what is happening there? We will see. What is happening? 1 minute, ma. I will say 1 minute. 1 minute. str of rec. Okay. 1 minute. str of, I will just remove everything. Not a problem. I will write this like this. See that what I am doing now. EMP rec only I will send it, not an issue. EMP rec. Okay. Let it be. Let it be. Once go there. Once you go there and start server EMP program, send this client side program. Say EMP 80. See that data. Got it. Piyush HR 3.5. Got it or not? Got it. Why it is giving you no students 3.5 is there na? This 3.5 it's a problem there. Did you understand? Did you understand this mistake? Now I will solve this example. Now I will solve this issue. Let us go to that. Let's go to the program. No problem. I will get my data. I will not leave this. We will go for what? Do the same thing. What I am doing is str of this one is there na? str of this one is there na? I will take up str of 1 is called what? 1 0 0. What is that 0? Is employee number. Employee sal is coming. Yes, even instead of that, you can say str of that, str of this number, str of 1 converted. Okay, not a problem, boss. I will go to where send the same data, whatever we accepted it. Instead of that, we say EMP REC only. EMP REC, EMP REC only we will say. Or if you want, I can take it like this. What is this? Result is equal to str of EMP REC. Of course, we will experiment it, not a problem, don't worry. EMP REC of what type? 0, 0 plus concatenating with some space plus str of EMP REC or instead of this entire thing, okay, REC of what? 1 plus some space plus str of EMP REC of 2. We will experiment it. We will experiment it. Just to check the bracket once more, last and final. Of 1. Are you okay? Indexing I am applying. Okay. EMP of REC, I got it. REC dot res dot encode I am saying. Because everything is what type? str type. We'll check it out. We will check it out once if it is happening. Okay, well and good. Well and good. Now let us last and finally close this prompt, and then because I saved my code. Yes, students. Yeah. Let's go to this place. Last and final, I will execute it. Z colon KVR Python 6 p.m. Python 6 p.m. networking here. See these students. Py server emp dot py. Yes, go to the client side. Go to the client side. I will enter now. Yes. Which one it is? Server is ready. Okay. Server is ready. Client is ready now. Client is ready. Okay. Now py client emp 50. I will say students. You see that? Yeah, got it. Got it, students. Jafar 5.6 solution architect. Dear students, are you okay? Yes, ma. So Taushif, thank you. This is called Omkar. Now I will enter some number. I will enter, my dear student. Listen, 100. I will enter 100. Do you have 100 there? Do you have 100 there? No. See the data. What is coming? Data from server side program. What is the data from server side? Record does not exist. Record does not exist. Beautiful. Beautiful. What a beautiful logic. Enter again. Enter an employee number. I will enter something like 23 ABC. You see, beautiful data from server side program. Don't enter str alphanumerics, etc. Is it understandable, students? Oh, yes. Good. Okay. This is the example of final example of networking. Dear students, this is the last example of our course. So with this, with all your cooperation, with all your successful attending of my classes, I just completed my course. And this is the final example, final topic of our course. Now, before ending this topic, I'm praying the God to give you the better opportunities, good health and better opportunities in the entire area of Python, and keep my Python, my notes with you. And my number is there with all of you, right? My number is there with all of you, right? Yes, students. Now, I will expect, yes. So now, this is, I'm asking you, now say your words about my class, your words about my class. So before leaving, before going to end up the meeting, I just want to see what do you feel about my class. So all of you, please put a response on, put a comment on our things. Right, mom. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, ma. Thank you. Right. On name by name, I'm just giving you. Yes. Yes. For further courses, if you are expecting, please contact in once in office so that they are getting. And right, ma. Thank you. Thank you for all of you. Name by name, who are all commenting about my class. I'm just giving you. I'm giving you with bottom of my heart, congratulating to all of my students, right? And for any of the other courses which you are expecting, please contact to once to office, right? Right, ma. Thank you. That's what decode and Django kind of things and all those things. You please go for once, right? So can we end up the course? Right. Yes, ma. Thank you. Thank you. Riyaj, biography is very simple, ma. My hardworking is my things, ma. That's only thing I can say. Right. Yes, ma. Thank you. Thank you to one and all. To one and all. Right. Right. Good. 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 Fine. Anand, very good, ma. Thank you. Right. Fine. Right. 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 Yes, Ma. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma Anand. You gave a very big comment. It's really heartful. It touched to my heart. It touched to my heart. Yeah. Right. It really touches my heart. Yeah. Right, Ma. Yes, Ma. It's there. If you want to see me, my WhatsApp number I gave you, right or not? I gave my WhatsApp number, right or not? Yeah. I gave my WhatsApp number. That is my peak of 6 months or 6 months back. That was my peak in my home. So that was my peak. Yes, you are always welcome to Hyderabad. Whenever you come, you can just meet me. You can meet me. And dear students, one more thing I would like to say to you. And new batch is started at 4 o'clock. New batch is started at 4 o'clock, right? So all of you uh, uh, have my please have my number, and then whenever you get a job, and please send a message to me saying that I got a job, sir, like that. You just express your views about your job and all those things, right? Fine. So on the last and final, I'm saying on the name by name of all students of mine, is a good association with you, good association with you, right? A very good association. And really speaking, at the end of the session of every Python batch and Java batch, a good association, a good bonding will happen with the students. That is with the blessings of my students. I can continue many more batches in my career in the further. So please intimate to many of your friends about our classes, Python as well as Java. So will you intimate to all your friends, students about our classes? Right. Yes. Good. Please read our notes. Please read our notes thoroughly so that you will get perfection. Right. So Milan, good. Yes, ma. Thank you. Right. Shall I end the class? Shall I end the class? Huh? Riyaj, what ma? What you are asking? What is that ma? Riyaj. Riyaj, you are asking something ma? Okay, biography. Biography means about myself you want me to say? Hmm? Riyaj? Okay. Yes. See, students, in 2 words, I will tell you. Of course, some sad part in my life as well as something. Actually, how can I say this? Actually, I am very much hardworking. I came from the very bottom of the bottom place. So if I say, you will also feel very much pretty for it. I'm only one son to my parents, and my father was in police department, and I lost my father when I was in 3 months, 3 months of old, 3 months of old. And my mother made me to study well. My mother is really made me to broad the stage. It's really, I know each and every difficulty in the life. It's really very difficult to imagine such a type of 3 months of old. That was the situation. So my mother made me to get it. Even now, with all my students' grace. So I did my engineering and then PhD in computer science. And in engineering, I got a state up combined state. I got ninth rank. And I was in companies as I get MNC and a solution architect. And really speaking, when any person is in a very sad situation, I want to make that person to take to me, and I will motivate him. And really, we want to come up. And I put my hard work, you cannot imagine. Because when I close my eyes, my mother will come in front of me. And it's the work he hard she working, I can't imagine. That made me to reach to the higher stages in my career. Really speaking, even now, I used to take 14 hours of classes. 14 hours of classes. Morning, if I start 7 o'clock, ending now. ending now. So that much hard working I am. So really speaking, you are all really speaking. You are my pillars. You are my stepping stones to my success. So, and about my punctuality, all this discipline come from my mother, and she made me to go for all these things, right? So, and this is my information. Really, students, we need to be very careful about your health, all those things, right? Thank you, students. All the best. Really, guys, I miss you. Thank you. All the best. Right. Thank you. Thank you. All the best. Tomorrow onwards, please read well. Take care of you. Right.